Okay. Well, this is what I was going to say. RHOM has rejected the one, the only Bethenny Frankel. Alexia has done an interview and they asked, Miss Frankel is bopping around Miami. She has moved there. Would you like her on RHOM? And Alexia says, not really. Let me take a page out of my friend Luann's book. Not really. And she says, well, first of all, I'm a mamacita. I'm a jefa. I'm a Miami girl. I was born and raised here. Marisol, born and raised. You have to be a Miami girl to be on Miami. Now, I have a little bit of a problem with her statement. In New York, where we're a melting pot, do we only want people that were born and raised in New York to be on New York Housewives? But she says we have 9 girls. We do not need another. Bethenny is not welcome here. No, thank you. And by the way, she's also a transplant, and we're a very transient city, and she's not really representative of Miami. RHOM has rejected Miami, and Lisa Hochstein has spoken up. Well, I have met Bethenny, and she is very nice to me every time. Bethenny is so big that housewives like Lisa are making themselves sub bitches and saying, well, she was nice to me. What do you think about this? Alexia has
Alexia, well,
rejected.
first of all, Alexia, great job in getting yourself some press. I love that gal. I'm a person that goes out there, says it too, and that works one way or the other. I also have
Mhm.
news for you. You don't make any decisions about casting. Zip,
Mhm.
zero, zilch. They do
Sure.
not care if you know the greatest Miamian of all time. They don't care. So if they
Mhm.
wanted Bethenny, they're going to get Bethenny. However, I don't think we're just not ever seeing Bethenny back on the Bravo screens ever. We have more of a chance of Nene. We have more of a chance of Teresa. I think as time goes on and new RHONY is so up in the air, although I stand by, I believe the cast will be revealed at BravoCon.
Mhm.
But
I'm
I
starting to see you.
I
Mhm.
still think if RHONY cannot pull it together, if the reaction isn't great, if I think Teresa comes back. I
To New
think
Jersey.
yes, yes. It's
Mhm.
these franchises, the Valley is doing well. I don't even
Mhm.
know. Is Next Gen NYC doing that well? It's getting
E-
buzz, but is it actually rating?
The ratings are not great, but let me tell you something. The ratings on Miami are just as bad. They were the premiere of Miami. I don't know what it is the last 2 or 3 weeks. We're in the 200s, same as Next Gen. But Bravo is letting these shows breathe. Next Gen, I think, is definitely coming back because there's buzz. It's cheap. I think Next Gen is definitely coming back. The
Well, I
Valley's coming back, and Love Hotel is coming back.
Okay, but that's my point. I think that we're getting to they're going to just play the hits. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna roll out some stuff if it gets mediocre ratings. I mean, to be honest, too, we don't even know. You're never even going to know what the ratings are for Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Like, is that
Never.
really doing well or is it doing mediocre, but they're going to keep it going?
Vanderpump Villa, third season,
I mean,
working it out.
that's shocking.
Speechless. Shocking.
There there is no way a decade ago that would ever have been in a third season. Ever.
I
Do you
agree. No.
I think it's just at this point they have to they're still getting advertisers enough. The salaries have dropped. I mean, what do you think that the cast members of Vanderpump Villa are making? I bet not even do you think even 10 grand an episode?
Listen, the whole budget is blown on Vanderpump, and then we had to probably knock everyone's salaries down because we have a woman named Stassi. Stassi ain't stupid. She's probably like, all right, well, give Bo something. He's here. I bet you Bo gets something for being there. Stassi's salary, I bet you, is real, and they are bringing Stassi back. They feel that the buzz, the ratings, however they measure it, was much better in season 2, and they're attributing that to Miss Schroeder. So she's coming
Stassi
back.
Stassi's show is happening because Taylor Strucker was just on the toast and confirmed she's going to be in it and it's happening. So we don't have a release date, but I bet that's going to drop this fall. So that's
Probably.
so I think there's a scenario for sure where Teresa comes back. And I can tell you right now, if Rhode Island
Hmm.
doesn't get any traction, I think we're doing a deal with Teresa and Melissa. I think we're just like look, whatever. Even if you guys don't even want to see each other, it's fine.
You
Like,
think Teresa and Melissa will be back? You just think it
well,
both.
they could
They have
certainly be
to.
on the same show and not.
All over again. You think it's gonna
I mean,
happen?
and
I'm listening. I'm just listening.
hello, they're going to take a book out of TLC. TLC will
Yes.
literally do these tell-alls, which are the equivalent of the reunion. They'll fucking just zoom somebody in. They'll like, is there a scenario in the future where we're at such bottom of the barrel ratings that fucking Melissa and Joe Gorga are zoomed in and Trey and Louie are in studio so they don't have to fight? Yeah. I just think the bar now is so low and it's changed and they have to fill this time. And
I agree.
I don't think
And
there are any stars anymore. I mean, they're just I can't even believe we are continuing with RHONY, but I just think Andy
are
is.
we though? Are we really? I mean, I'm just asking. Are we sure of this? Are we sure? Because
I
who's
mean, I'm
the
not sure, but I think Andy Cohen, I think that is I think it's a perception thing. I don't think it's a ratings thing. I think it's a
yeah.
perception. Andy is in love with New York City, which I understand. I love LA. I think,
I
and I
love LA,
love it.
New York, concrete jungle, do do do
It's
do do.
made of. I get that, and I think he's at the point in his career. He's got the pull. Again, they need to fill hours and hours of content.
That's
Hours.
why, no, they're letting shows. That's why next gen, no, the 200s, whatever. The buzz, it don't matter. It's also a cheap show. How much did the Vanderkits get the first? Next gen will be back. Love Hotel will be back. No, they're Valley. They're giving shows. Also, if the new norm is the 400s and you're like in the 300s, that ain't so bad.
I'm
I
pitching
I
us, or
agree
I'm
with
pitching a
you.
show with us.
Okay, get in your car, fill it up with
I'm not
gas.
getting in my car. I'm doing a TikTok, and I'm going to address it to Andy
Uh,
Cohen because between you and me, we have as many downloads in a month as like some of those shows have for an entire. Like we probably have more than they're getting now for an entire month.
When you say
So
400, we sure as hell do. One thing to address, you said about Bethany never being back. No, I mean, also, Bethany, I know you don't like her. And I know that, but Bethany is the reason she's not going to be, because did you see this whole article that came out with, I think I sent it to you, this whole article that came out about her, about how, of course, she's like, I never wanted to be a social media star. This never, I mean, this just happened. Bethany, because Sarah's rolling her eyes, but Bethany is like us. Like, I control is this microphone on? I control this. You get calls by iHeart and this one and that. You're fucking wheeling and dealing with 13 deals there that you're trying to figure out. We
I
get
wish they were
calls.
higher.
There's no attitude when I say this, that we get calls, Sarah and I, to be on networks and to do deals, hundreds and hundreds of calls per month, hundreds. You might do something great, like, but we are controlling the narrative here. I think Bethany never, she, floundered after, the podcast didn't do well. Look, everyone has a medium. Bethany just, so I think she also realizes, like, wait, like, I'm the fucking master of my own destiny here. I wake up and I turn on the TikTok and I'm like, Bryn, get over here. Eat the sandwich. Tell us if you like it. She's like, no, why would I ever go back and work for a fucking net? It's like, you're in control, just like David and Sarah are. If you like what I'm saying, keep listening. If not, keep listening. That's my tagline. Many people hate listen every day. I thank you
It's
from
a
the
great
bottom of
tag.
my heart. That's my tagline. So I don't think Bethany is like,
There's just no scenario she's coming back. I don't blame her.
no.
And there's not the money there that it used to be. Even with Teresa, and I think if all the tech stuff is true,
You
they're
think there'll be a
also
pay cut when you
yeah.
now that
Yes.
Sarah has predicted an RHONJ future with Teresa and Melissa, you think they're going to say that? Because when I worked at